Hello, welcome to the Candy Channel. My name is Candy Haza, and I'm here to share messages from the Sweet Divine. So, one of the things that's been happening for me and for my clients as I'm dropping my papers is I noticed that there's been some transition in the work that they're doing. So, as my business has been growing, I'm seeing clients repetitively more and more. And so they'll come to me for one situation, then we'll grow into another situation, and then we'll continue the growth through their readings in the Akashic Records. Again, the Akashic Records is just simply a database of our own soul connected to Divine Source. It's a space of infinite wisdom, truth, and most especially love. So what is happening for my clients right now is they'll come to me in a state of pain or fear. And then what's happening is there's this transitional process that's been occurring. I spend about 9 to 12 hours, depending on my client load, each week in the astral plane, in the metaphysical plane, in the Akashic Records. In addition, I go into that space for myself as well, so that I can get some clarity and so that I can help to teach people more information and more knowledge. So today I'm going to talk to you and to give you 4 pivotal questions, and the 4 pivotal questions will transition your life so that you too can have the outcomes that you're desiring. And I'm printing off the questions. The outcomes that you want in life. So how are we going to do this? So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that are happening in your life. Some of the fears that are happening. Some of the things that are causing, so this is the other side. This is the confusion, the fear and doubt, the uncertainty, and feeling stuck. So all of us, myself included, have had these moments where you just can't, you keep thinking about a decision that you have to make. And it could be a business decision, it could be a life decision. But whatever the decision is that you're making, hi Sherry, hi Don, hopefully I want to start a little bit from the beginning because I want to make sure everybody is hearing what's going on today, because it's really going to be a pivotal program today. If anybody has any questions, please put them in the little message sheet. But today we're going to be talking about getting through, hi Sherry, getting through confusion and doubt and fear and uncertainty. When I see clients, and I see clients from 9 to 15 hours a week, depending on how heavy my week load is, so I spend a lot of time in the metaphysical realm. And as I've been spending time there, I have been getting messages that are really, I believe, valuable to teach others. And there's 4 pivotal questions at the end of today that I'm going to give you so that you can start transitioning and getting to the other side of your challenges in life. And so I'm going to start with this again. So this is when I see clients. They're usually when they first come to me, they're in a state of confusion, sometimes doubt or fear, uncertainty, and sometimes they feel stuck, like they don't know how to move through to the next side of whatever it is their challenge is. And so as I've been spending time in this metaphysical realm, this astral plane, the Akashic Records, it's not, that energy space has been giving me some information that I really want to share. Also, with seeing that amount of clients, what's happening is there's certain transitions that I'm seeing that I think is important to share with you as well. So if you have any confusion, fear, or doubt, uncertainty, or stuck, this might be a really good space for you to be in to listen to the information. Hi, Angela. So what is the ultimate outcome is just, let's see, it's a little tweak, which is fostered here by a membrane, so to speak, to get you out of the fear and the confusion and help you to get clarity, to feel purposeful and driven, and to get some congruency in your life. Like once we get that congruent, like a cadence in our life, it seems like that is when things often will move forward, to get forward movement. So with your permission today, I'm going to go over some things that I've been seeing, as well as asking you the questions at the end so you can start to transitioning and getting from this side of you to the other side of you. So now for the major secret. The secret that I found is this. Sometimes when we're in this state, in this, I get confused with my up and down when I'm looking in reverse. So sometimes when we're in this state of confusion and fear, uncertainty, and stuck, we think this space, getting back in alignment, is like this mountain. And it's like, oh, it's impossible to get there. Or you think, I don't even know how to get there. I'm so stuck and I'm so confused, I don't know how to get there. What my role is as an Akashic record reader, when somebody comes to me, is to make clear distinctions on questions so that in that astral plane, in the metaphysical realm, in the Akashic records, that I tap into or plug into all of our unlimited potential. I see your unlimited potential as well as my unlimited potential in the situation. And it's my responsibility to create the questions that you have on your mind and formulate it in a way that the universe or divine source can answer. So I've learned a different language, so to speak. You might speak French and English. I speak English and Akashic records. So I'm starting to find that this is a language pattern. And once you learn to unravel this language pattern, all the answers are there for you. So this blue line, this little blue line that I drew in between these two is basically, it's really important because it is the distinguished line in between what you don't want any longer and what you want to move forward into. So here are the questions. I printed them. Hold on one second. So this is all given to me, like from this divine source. Like that's why I have to read these, because they literally almost like create like a mini download. Like if you download a document, just like I did now, I hit print and my questions came out. So what I do in the Akashic records is I download information from this astral source that's so powerful and transformational that I see movement with my clients. Sometimes after one reading, it could be transformational. Sometimes it's even less than one reading. Somebody called me the other day and said, I was playing your message in a bottle, learning how my own intuition works and that energy field. And when I tapped into it, my whole life started to transition, this woman said. She got a little message in a bottle. These messages are channeled from divine source. She asked a question at my booth that I go to with my little treasure chest. And she pulled out a number from my little treasure chest, and it gave an answer, a coordinating answer. And as she started to process this answer, this side of confusion and uncertainty moved into clarity and congruency and purpose and forward movement. We do this ourselves. I'm not going to ever take credit for the movement that you make in your own life. I am simply a conduit and a good information source because I've been doing this a while and it's my profession. Like this is where I spend my time. is in this energy field. So today they gave me 4 pivotal questions to help you break through this membrane. Before I give you the questions, I want to explain why this is called a membrane. When I see a client come to me, they think, this is an example I'm going to give you, is they think, oh my gosh, like I have this new business idea. I've had it for a long time. I feel like it's meant to be mine, but I don't have the money. I don't think I could get a bank account or get a loan to create this new business. And so I gave this person and several other people this same kind of advice or philosophy about their energy field. So let's stick with that. It's a philosophy of our energy field. When you are connected to your own energy field, something starts to happen and it permeates. So when you have a reading and you get certainty with the questions that you're asking and information given you from divine source, it permeates or punctures this membrane from the lack to the abundance. This is the lack, this is abundance. And so it's as simple as this. Once that line is punctured, basically, by this transitional piece I'm about to offer, it's like this is almost on a pivot, and it goes like, whoop, and you start getting your clarity and purpose, congruency, and forward movement. So we're, in essence, this whole thing that I've talked about so far is about literally finding either an instrument sharp enough to permeate that membrane or asking the right questions. So here's some questions that I challenge you, or I invite you, I should say. I invite you today to ask yourself to see if you too can just make a transitional pivot in what is your challenge of the day or the year, of the month, or maybe this has been going on for a really long time. So where's your pain at today? What is it that you can't make a decision about or having a hard time making a decision about in either your business or your life? So going back to this person that I talked about, is I asked her a distinct question, and it's one of these 4 questions. The 4 questions to get you to the other side of you. Oop. Confusion, clarity. Number 1, what is it that you really want in life? I invite you to set a timer for 20 minutes and answer the questions that I'm about to give you. And do not stop, do not get distracted, because what's important is you stay with it, because as we start unraveling what it is that we want in life, it's about that secret, like 20 minutes in, that's kind of like where the juice is. The good stuff comes out of you. You know, when you think it's, oh, I want love, I want this, I want whatever. Once you get down deeper, it could be something completely different. So stay with these questions, set a timer for about 20 minutes. What is it, number 1, that you want in life? And I think Angela's going to write these questions down for us in the comment section so that we'll have them. Number 2, what is my greatest fear related to the outcome? So I'm going to start unpacking these as I go. What is it that I want in life? I can share what it was for me. What I wanted is I really wanted to grow. I wanted to help other people, and I wanted to have my own life without any lack of freedom. Like, I wanted freedom in my life. I didn't want a job any longer that would tell me I had to be there 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. I would like to choose if I want to work 40 hours a week or 60 hours a week or 80 hours a week or 5 hours a week or 0 hours a week. I wanted to be able to have my freedom to choose. But guess what? Number 2, what was my greatest fear related to the outcome is my guides had told me years ago that I was supposed to talk about energy, the Akashic Records and how to heal in the Akashic Records. But guess what I didn't do? I did not step into my own power because I was afraid. What are people going to say about me? Is my message going to resonate? Am I truly going to be helping other people? That was my fear. And so guess what I did? I stayed stuck, uncertain that I could help people, being in fear and embarrassment about my gift, which I still don't understand that, but that's what I was feeling. And I don't even know at the time if I was confused, but what I was confused about is how to transition a current career that I was making money at and move forward into a career that's unknown. How do you get clients? How do you start a new business? So that's what I was confused about. When I stepped into my own power, I permeated my membrane. And I can tell you for absolute certainty right now in my career, I have great clarity. I have absolute purpose. I wake up each and every day and I think, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to help one person. And sometimes I help 5 people. So that also gave me this congruency in my life, this cadence. And this cadence has helped me to move forward. So what is your greatest fear linked to this outcome, this desired outcome? Again, for me, it was freedom and giving my gift to others. So what action did I need to take in order to break through this fear? For me, I can tell you it was one specific day. I saw a person who was in a rinse and repeat pattern, as I call them, with husbands. She was on husband number 4, and I could see that she was probably going to leave that husband. And I knew what she was going to attract next was husband number 5, which was going to have some or all of the qualities of all the other husbands. And I could feel it in every part of my bones. I knew I could help release this cycle that she was in through the Akashic Records. And so I chose to step up and I said, well, I kind of can help you. And I told her what I did. I didn't have the words that I have now that I'm sharing with you. And she said, okay. And she went with me and I gave her an Akashic Record reading. We cleared and released blocks. And she was able to move forward, to end a relationship that no longer served her, and to actually have her own life back is what her guides wanted and needed for her to move forward, to stay in congruency, to have certainty. Now, was this a fun process for her? Probably not. However, it was transitional and pivotal. So what am I, so the next question is this: am I willing to do it now? So for me, it was many years. For this woman, she took action more quickly. But for me, it was many years that I took to make this decision to step into my own power and to help other people. And how it's kind of emotional when I look over my journey, because I never even dreamt of the people that I could help. I thought it was going to be relationship driven. I never thought about helping a mother who had a nonverbal child and didn't quite know what the child was saying because they had learning disabilities, or helping somebody to pass to the other side and be their voice. So I never even thought about those possibilities. And I can say that I have helped those people. I never thought I'd be able to completely talk to people on the other side and give people comfort on this side who've lost their loved ones. I never thought about that. So I'm asking you, where is your pain today? And what are you willing to do to find what it is to puncture this membrane? Now, let me tell you a little bit about how easy it is to puncture this membrane. As soon as you make these transitional thoughts, these questions are pivotal to transitioning your life. when we feel like the other side is overwhelming, it feels that way in the moment. That's a real fear. But that membrane is so thin that it doesn't take much to puncture it. So asking these questions are going to start a cycle in your energy force, in your cellular level, in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, to start going like this with forward movement. When you're stuck, it's like a frozen picture as opposed to a movie picture. So if you look at a picture of somebody that you love and you're like, oh, they look awesome, but I wonder what they were doing, who was there? What did their voice sound like in the moment? Was there music in the background? But if you looked at a motion picture of that moment instead of just a picture, you would have so many more distinctions. Having an Akashic record reading is like moving from a picture to a motion picture so that we can see more and more of what you need to puncture that membrane to get you all of the clarity, the purpose, to be more driven, to have congruency and forward movement. So the last question was, am I willing to do it now? So what's holding you back? How many people are literally praying for you to show up? I really truly believe at this point in my life that there were people praying for me to show up. I didn't. I wasn't ready. But I am now. So I invite you to look at what your gifts are and see where you're at and ask the question, am I willing to dig deep and find that little needle in a haystack? And it's really not even a haystack. It's here and here. It's a question, a pivotal question. Remember, this is just on a pivot. It's a pivot. This isn't a mountain that goes from here to here. It's a soft pivot. That's all it is. If you're not going to ask yourself these questions, it's like, if I'm not going to ask these questions of myself, this is the last question. Are you, or what do you have to give up to not have your desired outcome? How long are you going to wait to get that desired outcome? I'm not a small potato by any means. I have a lot of juicy beef on my body. And I would like to lose weight and be more healthy. Health and weight can have a factor issue. But I was looking at pictures the other day, and I never realized how long I was this weight. Speaking of weight, how long is it going to be for you to wait to step into the power of who you really are? This transition can be easy and simple if you ask the 4 pivotal questions that I'm going to go over again. What is it in your life that you want? What is your greatest fear to the outcome? And what action do I need to take to break through that fear? Am I willing to do it now? And if not, how much more of your life are you willing to give up not to have that desired outcome? So in my class the other day, Clear Insights for High-Powered Women, I just had this part of this download, and there was more to this process, but it was a tweak in our mindset. And guess what that tweak is? The biggest secret is you're going to lean into your fear. Whatever that fear is, lean into it. Get comfortable with it. Get cozy with your fear. When you do that, everything, I promise you, in life will transition. Going back to the woman I talked about with her business. We had the Clear Insights for High-Performing Women, and she shared with me that she leaned into her fear. She asked herself questions, leaned into the fear, and her fear was money. Where am I going to get a loan? Who is going to give me this amount of money to do the business that I know in my heart is going to be successful and that I want to do? So she leaned into the fear of the unknown. And guess what? When she made phone calls, she found people that it would be more easy to get this money because of a few business structures and tweaks that she found out by asking questions of other people. Now, I have to say, when I heard her, she doesn't have the business that she wants yet. But guess what I heard her say? She went out of the confusion and the fear, and she got clarity. She found a different way to get the money than the bank loan. She feels more purposeful because she knows that she's going to do this business. She's getting to an age where she doesn't want to have to be the one to do be present. She wants to create more freedom. And so this new job or career, this new business strategy, I'm sorry, I was getting that wrong. This new business strategy would propel her forward. And then she had forward movement. Now this took her a matter of one day. So she asked the questions that very day. I talked with her the next day. We were just chatting and she's like, this makes sense to me. I'm going to take action. And she did. And while she doesn't have the complete and full business, she's starting a business plan and she'll be able to get money in a different way than she thought. So again, where's your pain? Where's your confusion? Where's your doubt? And can you transition this yourself? I think that you can. And I think it would be easier to have help. That's why I feel that having an Akashic record reading can help you to get more consistency, congruency, and forward movement in your life. So how much more of your life do you want to take up waiting for discovering what it is that you either want or how to achieve your outcome? I know for me, I took my time doing that. I don't believe in regrets. However, I really wish I would have stood into my own power a little sooner. I do believe that there is perfect divine timing, and I am walking in that perfect divine timing now. So I invite you, if there is doubt or confusion, and you don't even know quite how to ask that number one question, what's your desired outcome? That's where I come in. So I can help you with an Akashic record reading. It takes 1 hour to get your complete download of information from the same source that I've been getting this information. This information is not necessarily coming through my head. I was an average or below average student. So to come up with these metaphysical concepts really is because I'm connected to divine source. That energy, that database that's part of you, your soul, and my soul. So if you're struggling today, I really invite you to transition your life and not to wait any longer. Don't wait until next week, next month, tomorrow, tonight. Reach out to me on a Facebook Messenger and I will show you how to hook up with me so that I can help you to download what you need to know to move your life forward. And so this is our program today, Sweet Messages from the Divine. And I just want to say hi to a couple people. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Angela. Hey, Mary Beth. Hi, Tina. So any questions that anybody has to ask today? Any questions? Thank you all for joining me. I'm really hoping that, I am sincerely wishing all of you all the joy and happiness and abundance that life has to offer each and every day. As I stay connected to this energy source, I feel so light in my body and happy in my heart. And I want to offer that to you too. I want you to have the joy in your life and feel more complete and have a purpose and know the purpose that you have. So I'm sending you all love and light, joy and happiness today. Let's see, I'm going to make sure. Okay. Anything? This is great stuff to think about. Thank you, Sherry. Sending love to all, each and every one of you. And have a joyful day. Live in joy. And look for your desired outcome and walk it on your path of your desired outcome. And it's all just in a little membrane of a pivot. From this to this can happen like this. Bye.